The Shark Deck.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The Mirror's royal editor, Russell Myers, believes the royals are ready to get back to work. He said, after the drama and scandal of the royals who have been forced to leave the firm, no names necessary, the current crop of royals will no doubt lead from the front in taking a leaf from the late Queen's book, Duty Over Everything. A slimmed-down monarchy which will reduce even further than the working royals on the Buckingham Palace balcony with the imminent retirement of the elder statesmen and women of the group will require further collaboration with those left. Amid questions from certain quarters of what relevance a monarchy has in a modern age, Charles will be hoping the next few years of his reign run smoother than the last of the late queens. Some royal experts think this may have been the last big coronation. Dr. Robert Morris, an honorary professor at University College's London's Constitution Unit, told The Express, it seems very likely that William might prefer his father's style of coronation, if, that is, he would want a coronation at all. We are the only European monarchy that still has a coronation, and William, or the government of the day which controls that monarchy, may decide for whatever reasons that the day of coronations is over. One of the many headlines on Saturday, and this one is easily lost, comes from the Mirror. Princess Diana's dressmaker, David Emanuel, claimed that Princess Anne confronted Camilla during a coronation dinner, telling her that her title should be Queen Consort and not Queen. According to Emanuel, the topic of Camilla's new title is highly charged and that a lot of people are unhappy that she will be referred to as Queen rather than Queen Consort. Emanuel told GB News, I heard that there was a coronation dinner with which obviously the King and Camilla were there, and apparently the Princess Royal said, you're not the Queen, you're the Queen's consort. I understand from Her Majesty the Queen, she said she should be Queen Consort. Now suddenly she's now going to be Queen. And it's very difficult because a lot of people have told me they were unhappy about it. Also lost in the shuffle last week, Megyn Kelly had gone on a rant about Meghan Markle, claiming she had a vision board of her life with the royal family before marrying Prince Harry. Megyn Kelly said, I have it on very good authority now that she had a whole vision board of her life with the royal family and of Prince Harry when she was married with husband number one. Happen to have a good source on that. She's going to stick it to the royal family. Why again? Because they made her rich and they made her a huge star, but she's really angry about it. Why? Because she wasn't able to be in the number one spot because she married the spare instead of the heir. Megyn Kelly added that Meghan Markle should have done her homework before marrying into the royal family. Palace Intrigue will be right back.
I'm Nina Hobson, ex-police detective from the UK. I've worked on every crime mentionable, from murder to kidnap to stalking to fraud. When I left the force, I launched my own investigations firm that soon became a global operation. I'm also a single mother of two, to two members of my team, my son Harrison and daughter Amy. Every week, we'll be getting first-hand accounts from psychological experts, operatives, former criminals, actual victims of the crimes that we investigate, and of course, my very own flesh and blood. From Storic Media, you're listening to Codename Siren, a true crime podcast. Available on YouTube and all major podcast platforms.
Some protesters used images of Meghan Markle on posters during the coronation. One poster had the slogan, People's Princess. Protester Eleanor Alexander told Newsweek that she was reclaiming the title of People's Princess for Meghan. We're reusing it. Well, I think there was a different reason for their treatment. I think a lot of their treatment was very similar, especially with what they faced from the British press, and so I'm reclaiming it. She's also the People's Princess. The main protest group, Republic, also held banners with their Not My King slogan. There were some concerns about the protesters on Saturday. Metropolitan Police issued a statement reading, We arrested 4 people in the area of St. Martin's Lane. They were held on suspicion of conspiracy to cause public nuisance. We seized lock-on devices. A further 3 people were arrested in the area of Wellington Arch. They were held on suspicion of possessing articles to cause criminal damage. All in all, things ran very smoothly on Saturday. The Daily Mail had a lengthy piece about King Charles from which we excerpt, We may be British, but that doesn't mean we're boring. Our strange constitution has once again delivered a new head of state, unhampered by political baggage and unbeholden to any electoral faction, anointed by God no less to reign over us for as long as the Almighty ordains. For now, theoretically, at least, Charles III's subjects across the globe hail him as their king, from Baffin Bay in the Canadian Arctic to the Great Australian Bight, from Montserrat to Pitcairn. Yet for we happy few, our steps will be a little lighter, our hearts a little stouter, and our loyalty seamlessly transferred to Elizabeth's heir and then to his heir, and so on until kingdom come. We've all had a chance to form an opinion of the new king during his record-breaking 70-year stint as heir. As befits a man of his destiny and accomplishments, he offers the world many different faces. The Goons fan, always up for a joke. The scholarly Renaissance man, always at home among duchy, tenantry, or Bradford Imans. The father of his people, patron of innumerable good causes, guardian of the environment, philanthropic, entrepreneur, artist, activist, and ambassador. His life is an encyclopedia of opportunities well taken, and the kingdom is richer for it. They add that Charles has now completed his life's great work, the transformation of Camilla Parker Bowles from guilty secret into the anointed Queen of the United Kingdom. This may indeed be the happy ending that justifies years of marital strife and decades of collateral damage. Perhaps in the famous words of the King's daughter-in-law Meghan Markle, love wins. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or your favourite app of choice. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. It's Palace Intrigue and good times.